Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host again, Kashinji Andreas, for the Namjin's Entertainment YouTube channel. Um, it's a very, very chilly morning. As you can see, I'm dressed up for for winter here in Windhoek, and today is it's Tuesday, the 13th of June, 2023. Okay. Yeah, so I like mentioning the dates because then it gives you a perspective as to when the video was recorded. Okay, so I'm recording this live from Windhoek, Namibia, the capital city of this land of the Braves. Okay, tonight I just want to talk to you about the three most important stages of building your network marketing business. Okay, this neo-life business that I have been talking about for the last 15 years. It is part of the network marketing industry. It's part of the network marketing business. It's under the network marketing industry, basically. So it is a network marketing business, okay? There are three stages. There are three stages of building your network marketing business. And those stages are very, very critical because you cannot jump from the first stage to the third stage. Okay, these three stages are very, very important. And you need to go through them one by one. In fact, the first stage will propel you to the second stage if you stay in it, and the second stage will then propel you to the third stage. That is how it goes. You cannot jump it. You can't engage in any other form of getting to the third level or the third stage without going through the first stage and the second stage. Okay, so the first stage then is what we call when you are overworked and underpaid. The first stage is overworked and underpaid. In other words, you will be working very, very hard. In other words, you've just started the business, okay? So when you've just started the business, you'll be working very, very hard, and you will not be seeing much results in terms of finances, in terms of money that you get paid. Why? Because you're still in the building stage of the business, okay? If you decide to build a shop, okay? Do you think you start getting paid when you start digging the hole to put in the bricks and lay the foundation and start building it up before the shop is finished? Okay, before the shop is finished, you need to build. So during the time of the building, you might not see much results in terms of income coming to you, okay? And I have gone through the same stage. And actually at this stage, this is the most difficult part of the business because you've just started, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the skills to present to people, you don't know how to prospect, you don't know how to get new people to sign up, you don't know how to get customers if you want to do the selling part of the business. You don't know much, basically. You don't know how to relate to people, you don't know how to help people with objections, you don't know how to handle objections yourself when you are part of this business and you've just started building the business. So because of those things, a lot of people think that it's very difficult to build a network marketing business, and it is at this level that a lot of people quit doing the business. Okay, because the effort that you put in the business will not be tantamount to the income that you're getting from the business. So you feel like you are putting in too much effort and there's nothing. And it is at this stage when, when for example, things like this start happening. When you tell your friends and family to say, oh no, I've started my business, I'm now a business person, they look at you from head to toe and they'll be like, you and business, how do you come together? Because there's nothing to show. You don't have any income, or you have a very small income that's very ridiculously small income that cannot be spoken to people with excitement and all that. So it is at this level that you meet a lot of objections as you are building the business because you don't have much to show. Okay, that came from the business. Okay, you don't have much of an income and stuff. So there are also ways of how to deal with that. So when you have that when you are at that level of business and you have joined the business through, as a business partner of Kashinji Andreas, for example, myself, right? Then at that level, you can give my story. You give my story, you say, look, for me, I've just started, I'm super excited and I know I'll get there, but guess what? Look at my upline. Look at my business partner. You know, my business partner Kashindi Andreas is making a lot of money from this business. He was able to buy a car from the business. He was able to buy a plot of land. He was able to build flats. He was able to do all these things. So you can tell my story, and that is a true story. It's not a joke. It's a true story. I was able to do those things from this business. Okay, and I'm still making a lot of money from this business every month. So you can use my story to share with the people that you want to introduce to the business. And that is how you can build your business when you are in stage one. Stage one can also be very, very embarrassing because a lot of family members, people who know you, they will start mocking you and ridiculing you and all these things that the people do. And it is at this level that you can get very discouraged by, number one, people. Because usually when you are just starting the business, you don't have the skills of how to talk to people, what to say to them, to share the benefits. You don't know how to share the benefits of the business, what benefits the people will get from the business. So you see that when you present the business to somebody, the person will probably not take your word for it, and they will probably not want to join. And you know what I did? For me, I started sharing the stories of the people that I know who are successful in the business. I started sharing their stories. I started introducing these people to say, look, if you don't believe me, it's okay. You know, I also didn't believe the person who introduced me first. That's how I told the person. So I know exactly how you feel, because even me, when I was told, you know, by my upline, the person who introduced me to the business, my cousin, when she told me about the income, the ridiculous money that people are making, I never believed her until she introduced me to the person who makes a lot of money from the business. Then I met the person. Then the person showed me the income they made in that month. You see how it goes. And I mean, the time that we started this business, people used to get checks. We used to get checks. You get your check written Standard Bank. You go straight with it to the bank. If you don't believe me, I can get the check. We go to the bank now. We cash it, and then I get the money. I leave the check there. They give me the money. And do you think you will not believe me if I do that? You will. But today, we get paid by EFT, so I can take out my phone, show you the last 6 months of the income that I got from the business, every month that the business has been paying me. Again, you can still believe it. But for you, because you are new, you will not have that privilege to do that for yourself. But you can use my story. You can use another person's story who is already in the business. Okay, and that's how you build your business from scratch. Okay, so at this level, what do I say to you? Keep on going on, you know, keep on keeping on. Keep on building your business. Keep on speaking. Don't lose your excitement. Continue being excited about the future. Continue talking about the business. Continue introducing as many people as possible. Continue doing one-on-one meetings. Continue doing small meetings, in-house meetings. Continue talking to people. Continue marketing your business on social media. Continue talking to everybody that you meet. Because you know what? What I found out eventually is some people were giving me a year or 2 years. They knew they were going to join, but they just wanted to see how this business goes for me for 2 years. So after 2 years, when I started telling them to say, remember 2 years ago when I joined this business and I was telling you about it, I was only making 1,000. But remember, today I'm making 15,000 Namibia dollars per month, okay? So when they say that, they go, oh, so if I got in that time 2 years ago, I would have been making 15,000 or maybe even 10,000. If it's not 15, maybe 15 is too much. Maybe I could have been making 6,000 or 7,000 a month every month now if I had gotten involved. So they start regretting and then they join you eventually, okay? So that's very, very important. So keep on sowing your seeds. Okay, this business is based on the principle of sowing and reaping. So if you don't sow enough, then you will not reap enough. If you don't sow at all, you will not reap at all. Okay? And yeah, so just keep on sowing. Just keep on sowing your seeds and planning for the harvest, because the harvest is on its way and it is just a minute away. Okay? So that's the first stage. The first stage, I said, is overworked and underpaid. So that is very, very important for you to understand. Now, the second stage, when you have gone through this stage and you didn't quit. Now, this stage, the first stage is the stage where most people quit doing the business. And I have had a lot, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who started this business with me. Some of them started before me. Some of them started after I started, just immediately after I started. I remember the first month I started, I signed up, I think, 6 people. Or 3 or 6 people. I think it was 3 or 6 people. I can't remember very well, but I signed up those people. And I tell you, within 9 months, those people stopped doing the business. For me, when I started the same month I started, I signed up my first 3 or 6 people. Okay? Now, if these people had done the business the way I did, they would have also become directors in 9 months like me. So in my 9th month after I joined the business in 9 months, the first month I made $1,000 It was my first stage of the business. But in the 9th month, after that, I started making just 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 like that. In 9 months, I made $8,000. My check was 8,000. That was the highest check I made in a period of 9 months after I joined this new life business. Do you think you can do it in 6 months? Do you think you can do it in 3? You can do it. You can make 8,000 in 9 months, like I did. Well, you can even break that record. I'm not that good. I'm not that special. I'm not special at all. I'm not a special person or anything like that. You can break that record anytime you want. Now, guess what? In 2020, in the year 2020, yes, 2020 in May 2020, yeah? When people were in COVID, one lady joined in my business. She joined in the same month of May. She joined on the 12th of May. By the 30th of May, she had made over 21,000 Namibia dollars. It took her less than 20 days. Less than 20 days. She made over 20,000 Namibia dollars. I told you to say, when I joined, I made 1,000 in 1 month. The first month I joined, I made 1,000. After that, it took me 9 months for me to make 8,000 in one single month. So in my 9th month, that's when I made my 8,000. This lady joins, and within 18 days, she made 21,000 Namibia dollars. It all depends on how badly you want to make the money. If you want to make the money in 1 month, you can make 20,000. If you want, you can make 30,000 in 1 month. It's all up to you and the strategy that you will be using. But this business can pay you the money that you want to be paid. Okay? So it's all up to you. So stage 2, very, very important. Stage 2. Now you are breaking even, you are making money that is almost equivalent or just about equivalent to the effort you are putting in. Okay, if you are running around making presentations and meeting everyone and talking about the business all the time, you are not even sleeping enough and all that, the money that you'll be making now will be maybe around about the same type of income that you are making. So I remember, for me, it took me 4 months to start making about 4 to 5,000 Namibia dollars per month after I joined. So the money continued coming. So when I started making 4,000, that's now 15 years ago, in 2008. If I tell you in 2008, I was making 5,000 Namibia dollars, that was a lot of money then. Okay, 5,000 Namibia dollars was a lot of money in 2008, 15 years ago. Okay, so that's when I started seeing that, so this business actually can pay you good money. So if you just continue doing it, you don't quit, you don't slow down, you continue making the money, and the money just continues coming, and it continues to grow as well. So when I saw that, that's when I even became more interested in the business. Now I needed to learn more how you do it. I started speaking to big people in the business who are already making millions. I got access now to them, because you see, the longer you stay in the business, the more people can trust you, people who are making a lot of money. Because a lot of people will come in excited today, oh no, I want to join, oh you are making $1 million, I also want to join. You know, they say things like that, and then they come in, and then within a week, they are gone, or within a month, or within 2 months, within 3 months. When they see things are difficult, then they start jumping onto something else that they want to try. So by the time you have stayed consistently in the business and loyal, being loyal in the business and consistent in the business, and you don't quit, you don't join other businesses, you don't do other things, you concentrate all your efforts in this business, then you see that the people who are making a lot of money will now start trusting you. They invite you to their homes. They start sitting with you, they invite you to a restaurant, they sit with you, they buy you a meal, then they start coaching you, they start telling you all these big things. Because at the beginning of the business, if I were to start now and I meet you for the first time and I start telling you that I'm making $1 million, it's just not proper, it's not appropriate for me to do that. So I would rather get to test you first out. Test you out first. See how serious you are, how committed you are, how loyal you are to the business and to the dream that we are trying to build. And then after I'm comfortable with the fact that you are now showing that you are actually a serious person, you are serious, you are trying to build a business, then I will be able to introduce you slowly but surely to all these big dreams, all these big things that I was able to accomplish myself. Then I'll be able to tell you so that it makes sense for you. Okay, because if I meet you the first day and I tell you, oh no, I was the best sponsorer, the person who brought in so many people for 2 years consecutive in Southern Africa, I beat all 14 countries, and you will not even understand what I mean, so you just be thinking that I'm bragging or I'm talking from nowhere, all right? So that is very, very important. So when you are breaking even and you are now getting by, you are now making enough money that matches your effort, you will see that the business becomes much sweeter, because even if you don't do so much, the money will still come, and the money will still come in a lot. Okay, so it's very, very important for you to understand. So just keep on praying and being excited, and with the excitement, I am sure the Lord will lift you up. He will lift you up, and He will lift you up to high heights. And just forget all your weights, all these problems that you have that are weighing you down. Forget about them. Focus on the business. Be excited and build your business. So that was stage number 2. So stage number 2 is you are breaking even, or you are just getting by. Okay, break even. It's a term in business. I'm sure you understand what I mean. So that's the stage, the second stage. Okay, so you can't jump over the second stage from the first stage to the second stage. There's no way you can do that in an network marketing business. You have to go stage by stage, from stage 1 to stage 2. Okay, and then most people, when they get to stage 2, they don't quit anymore. Even if they were thinking of quitting, they didn't think they could do it. They start believing more in the business. They start seeing the income. They start being able to brag a bit with their income. They start being able to show people that, okay, you see, I just joined 3 months ago, but you see, this is my 4th month. My first month I made this much. This month now, my 3rd month, I'm making this much. So all these things are very, very important. So this stage is a very, very crucial stage in the business, in building your near life business or your network marketing business. Okay, and then stage 3. When I reach stage 3, I start smiling. Okay, why? Because this stage is now called you are underworked and overpaid. When you get to stage 3, you will get to a stage where you are underworked and overpaid. In other words, you do very little, but you will still get paid a lot of money by this business. Okay, how does this work? It works because you have built a business at the beginning, and I tell you, if all businesses were like this, everybody would be rich today. Or if all businesses were like my business, everybody would be rich today. Why? Because you just put in, if you focus, okay, doing stage 1 and stage 2, and you do that, let's say for a good 1 year or 2 years of serious focus, serious hard work, serious commitment, serious diligence, and every other good word that you can use in the dictionary, right? If you were to do that for 1 or 2 years in this business, I can guarantee you can retire. And that's how I was able to retire and retire myself. I retired myself from being a school teacher, in 2017. I retired my wife in 2018. Sorry, not 2018. My wife is the one I retired first. I retired her in 2015, was it? Yeah, 2015. I retired her. Yes, 2015. No, 16. 2016. I retired my wife, and then 2017 I retired myself. Okay. So when I had to retire, the money continues coming. I didn't have to do a lot of things, and that is why I keep telling people to say, in the time when COVID hit, okay, in Africa here in March 2020, I was already making between 25 and 75,000 Namibia dollars because I was a world team member. And according to the world team member, when you are according to the compensation plan for my business, when you are a world team member, you make between 25 and 75,000 Namibia dollars. Okay, so because of that, I was able to just sit at home while people are struggling with COVID. They are trying to get to work, and then they things are not happening, people are losing their jobs and everything. I was basically, me and my wife and I, we were basically sitting at home and just observe the money coming in. We were just sitting at home with our kids, and the money was just coming in. And I tell you, there is nothing sweeter than you just making money and you're not doing anything. You're not working for it. Why? Because in stage 1 and stage 2, I have already worked my butt off, And that's how I got the results that I got. And that stage, ladies and gentlemen, is the best stage to be in when you are underworked and overpaid. In other words, you don't even work, you don't even do anything. So that's how I was able to now say, okay, since I'm now sitting at home and I don't have anything, let me enroll with IUM and do my master's degree. And then I registered last year in 2022. I registered in January 2022. I finished the first year. I passed very well. I'm now finishing up just my last dissertation course now to be able to graduate. By December this year, 2023, I'll have done my master's. And I had enough time to go to school and attend my classes and do my exams and write my tests and assignments. Why? Because I don't have to rush going to a job when I can just, I can simply just go to school and do that, you see. So all these things are very, very important. So this stage is very, very good. And I'm still enjoying the fruits of my labor. And it's absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely fantastic what happens when you get to stage 3 of this business. So when you get to stage 3, you start now spending the money. You start investing your money. You start, giving to people money. You start just helping out other people out. You start, doing all these nice things that you wanted to do because you don't have to work for it, but the money continues to come. Okay, so I tell you, sometimes I even feel a little bit guilty that I have to have money that's just coming in every month without me doing anything. Okay, so you get to feel a bit guilty while other people have to break their backs going to work and for them to be able to get paid. For you can just literally sit at home or do other things that you want. I mean, I'm interested in a lot of other things. I'm doing some consultancy work at the moment where I'm just a consultant. I decide how much I decide what to do, and if you want my service, you can then I will tell you how much I'm worth for you to pay me, and then you take it from there. If you don't want it, hey, I'm not losing anything. It's your loss, okay? So things like that. So it's very, very important for us to build this business from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 so that you will end up being very, very happy. So yeah, so we will all get there. If you don't give up, you will all get to stage 3, okay? But just ask for our help, ask for my help. I'll be able to help you to get to stage number 3, okay? All the best of Godspeed then. I remain Kashindi Andreas, and I'm the founding president of Namdins. Namdins is a company, Namdins Investment CC is a company that has been in existence since 2015, and we are here to help people, we are here to motivate people, we are here to show, especially the young people, the way on how to make money without stealing, without doing corruption, without doing all these nasty things that people are doing to make money. We are making our money diligently, we are making our money legally, we are making our money honestly, and we want to help you to do the same. All right? All the best of Godspeed then. My number remains the same, and that is +264 8137 60041. And I sign off. Take care then. Bye-bye.